Hello everybody. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to show you something a little bit different. I'm making square bales by hand, the hard way. Actually, it's not hard, it's pretty easy, but we're taking a $5 hay bale or $6 hay bale and making them into multiple $4 hay bales. I'll show you what we're talking about in just a second. You stay tuned. Of course, my cow has to talk to me while I'm out here. There's a bale and a half of straw in there, which they run, I think I bought them for $4 a piece. It does have a little bit of corn stalks in it. It's rice straw. It's not working as well as the regular straw I had used before. This is one of my grass hay bales. It's got some brome grass and red clover in it, and they're working a lot handier. So we're probably going to make the rest of them that way. And they're just cute little ones. Well, here's my McDonald's cup. Everybody knows what one of them looks like. They're size-wise. There's two there and two there. That'll tell you kind of what we're looking at. I'll show you the baler. It's pretty cute. There's not much to it. We've got the pin that holds the 2x4 in, and it has a couple notches in it, and that's for running the wire through. And the pin goes all the way, if I can show it, it does go all the way through into the other hole, so that way it holds it well. This is what stops the bale from going forward, and that pin just drops in. We put the hay in here. We'll try to do it one-handed. We put the hay in here. We'll just put a little bit in. Well, if I can get it apart now. And then we pull the yellow handle back or down. And when it does, it pushes the hay forward and stuffs the chamber. And on, well, I didn't put near enough in. And on the push board, which is a 4x4, it's got the notches, so that way when you get it down, you can run the wire through the notch and tie it. I had tried string. I can't get the string tight enough. By the time I get it out, it's always loose and messed up. So I just went and got a $4 and some odd cent roll of like rebar tie wire, and it is working really slick because these are just a freaking brick, and they're tight. They look really nice. They'll make some really nice decorations, and then you can see I just twist it together, bend it over, and then it feeds right through. I do remember you got to make sure that's pushed in far enough so it doesn't catch on the edge of the steel pushing through, because otherwise that can catch and make it kind of a pain in the butt. Let me get the camera set up, and I will actually show you real time making one. To just apologize for the footing that's coming up of the baler working. I noticed that I pretty well cut my head off in all of it after I was done, and I really don't have time to make any more because I've got other stuff I got to work on. So I'd just like to apologize now in the footage that's coming up that I noticed about there as I was editing last night, and so I thought I would let everybody know. I'm just gonna let it roll because that's how we do stuff around here, because I'm pretty busy. We've got a fall market coming up, and we've got a bunch of stuff we're trying to get done before it, and I've got like 2 days left, and I've got about a week's worth of work. So just telling you why I left it. I know it's not the best. You can hear me well, you can see what I'm doing, you just don't see me above here. So it works. It shows what I'm doing better. If I'd have panned it out or whatever, or moved it back, you wouldn't have seen as well. So that's what I'm leaving it as. And I do have a whole box of bales. I think that shows it. Where's it at? There it is. I've got corn stalk and I think that showed it. I don't know. I can't see. I've got corn stalk and I've got the grass hay. The grass hay worked really well, and then I have some corn that we were working on husking, and I made some little bitty corn stalk ones. They're kind of cute. They fit the box really good, so we're going with that. That's what it is. See you guys in the next clip. All right, now we'll hope the camera doesn't fall over again, or my phone. Same thing. We all know that I use my phone because I'm cheap like that. All right, we just take and shove the hay in and get her good and full. And I'm getting a pretty good pile in here. And then this one, for some reason, likes to pop up just a little bit. I got to push down on it every so often to keep it, because this edge of the 4x4 likes to tip up. Just get it pushed down, and this thing pushes it up, but then I gotta re-push it in so it won't pinch on it. Now we're getting pretty tight there. A little bit more. And I hadn't made any for a while because I'd made a bunch of them when we first got this cute little baler, and we were just now getting through them. So I do this every couple years, and I just got to remember all my tricks to it because I don't use it often enough. If I sold more of them, I'd use it more. And then I just got the wire with a screw in it so it won't. And then I do let it relax just a little bit because it makes it easier to get the wire shoved in. Oh, this one turned. There we go, get it straightened out. Get it pushed in. And it comes out. And then I just take this and cut it off. A little bit long. I had a boss tell me at one time when I was working construction, the only time you waste wire is when you cut it too short. And so I kind of believe that still, because by the time you have to redo it, you've wasted that much more. And then I just twist her up good and snug. And this is where, oh sucker, and I just broke it on video. I hadn't done one of them yet. Now we'll see if we can still use this piece of wire. I knew it was getting tight, but I was wanting to make sure it held good for the video, and I'll show my mistake. Because everybody makes mistakes, and the people that don't show the mistakes are making them, they're just not showing them. Alright, and trim that off. These pliers don't cut very good, but the fencing pliers sure do. And then I just take the head on the hammer, on the pliers, and beat that in there. And then I just roll some more wire out. And this side I always just pop it loose. It just makes it go through that much faster. Well, maybe that one was bent. I'm struggling today because I'm on film. The 4 I did before I didn't have a single problem with, but as soon as I start filming I start struggling. Then I just got to make sure I remember to poke that down to put the tension back on so my wire stays as tight as I can. Let's see if we cannot break this one. Okay, let's snug that up a bit hair more. Trim this one off since it's hair long. Bend it over. And I always try to bend it back away so that way it'll just help go through. Pull the pin out. And I always shove this block back in, get it going. And that's where these two extra 4x4s come in. Oh, come on. It's catching over here on a stick. That's why you gotta kind of watch. Tap it in. Here's a little stemmy, but for decoration it won't matter. And then it comes out looking pretty nice. I do have a little bit of a bump. I do sometimes have to trim them up with scissors just a little bit, which that won't be a big deal. That's just the way I stuck it in. It kind of has a little bump on it, but I'll trim that up with my scissors and get rid of that. And then we've got a nice, and I mean, it's solid. I can't poke my finger in it in the middle. There's a little bit right there, but for the most part it's a solid brick. So it looks really nice. It'll look nice for decoration. I'll cut the stragglies off like that, and then they'll look really awesome. There you go, making a $5 or $6 or $4 to $6 square bale into, I don't know, probably 40 or 50 of these $4 little bales. Way to mark it up my money a little bit. Yeah, I don't sell a lot of them, but I sell enough of them that I've already paid for this. I don't even remember what we paid for it. We've had it for, I don't know, 8-10 years now, and it's still in pretty good shape because we make sure and keep it inside. And I just have it screwed here to this picnic table so it won't move. Plus it makes a mess. I hate doing it inside because it takes forever to get everything cleaned up. I'm going to put it in and make sure the notches are to the front. Ready for another bale. There you guys go. A little bit of work makes you a few extra bucks. Easier to, or fairly easy to do, but just something else we do around here to help the income. Thanks guys, see you in the next video.